Didn't think I would have to do another one of these so soon, but given the current situation, I suppose it can't be helped. A while back, I made some videos in regards to the current COVID-19 pandemic. One about social distancing, and another about how to help autistics during the lockdown. However, there is a problem we need to go over that many people are still contributing to. Wearing, or in this case not, wearing a face mask. I'm Steven from Tostemac, and for today's video, I'll reiterate why we need to wear a face mask, offer my opinion as to why some people are not wearing a face mask, as well as provide some alternatives for those who just don't want to wear one. To begin, let us review why we need to wear a face mask at this present time. The current pandemic of the COVID-19 virus still has a tight grip on the entire world, leaving hundreds of thousands of people either badly sick or worse, dead. We know that it can spread through sneezing, coughing, or touching contaminated areas, and no one has immunity to this yet. That's why we need to maintain social distancing and wearing the face masks to slow down and hopefully stop the spread of the virus.
But Steven, if we are already practicing social distancing, then wouldn't the face mask be a little too excessive?
It's not excessive if it's necessary. Try to think of it this way. When it comes to driving, one of the unspoken rules they don't talk about in driving school is that it doesn't matter how good of a driver you are, it's how good the driver next to you is. You could be the safest driver in the world and still get into a car accident due to someone else's negligence.
So following that logic, it doesn't matter how good you are with social distancing. If the person next to you is sick and does not maintain 6 feet distance, then you can still catch the virus.
Exactly. Worse yet, that person can now become a carrier that may unintentionally spread the COVID-19 to other people. This is how it became a pandemic in the first place, and how the cases are spiking up again. Sadly, despite these facts, there are still many people that are not doing what's needed and try to go out in public without wearing a face mask. I have heard a plethora of reasons and excuses that people try to use to justify not doing what's needed. Some people say that it's just uncomfortable to wear a face mask, and that I can understand to a certain degree. But that's still no excuse for not wearing some sort of facial protection out in public. Stay tuned for a list of alternatives. Many others will believe that they'll never catch COVID-19, that they'll be just fine when, newsflash, no one is immune to this yet. At least no one we know. Anyone can catch the COVID-19 virus, be it either old or young. And countless people have already died from this. You might be fine, but that doesn't necessarily guarantee that the people around you will be fine. So please, keep them in mind. And there are some that would say that being told to wear a face mask is against their rights or is considered unconstitutional, even though there is nowhere in the document that says anything about a face mask. Trust me, I couldn't make this up even if I tried. Although, I have heard of a couple of legitimate reasons, one of which being claustrophobia, the fear of closed-in spaces. The idea of something wrapping tightly around your face and making you feel trapped might be unnerving for some people. The other legitimate reason I've heard is that people have a hard time breathing through the face mask, let alone speaking through them. Something that, admittedly, I struggle with from time to time at work. So yes, I can perfectly understand these reasons. But it would be irresponsible of me to make a video about a problem and not provide a solution to follow suit. Before we go over some face mask alternatives, let's set some requirements to make sure they keep you safe. 1. It must cover your lower face, especially the nose and mouth. 2. They must have at least 2 layers of tightly woven material. That way, even if one layer gets wet, the other layer will still keep you safe. 3. It must wrap around your face, either by the ears or your head. That way you are not using one hand to hold the mask all the time. With that said, here are some items that you shouldn't use. Items that should not be used as a face mask substitute include a single sheet of cloth and facial coverings you may see at stores. Having only just one layer around you is not going to protect you, because if someone sneezes or coughs on it, that moisture is going to seep through and get you sick. You also don't want to wear face masks that are damaged. Even a small gap in it can lead to big problems in the future. Lastly, this should go without saying, you don't wear someone else's face mask. If a person offers you theirs, just say no thanks.
Just imagine wearing someone else's bacteria on your face and having all those germs crawling all over your skin. Oh, computer bites. I think I'm gonna throw up.
Anyway, now that we got that covered, time to go over what alternatives you can use. If you are tired of the traditional face masks, you can always make your own. Just follow the requirements listed. There are plenty of do-it-yourself face mask videos on YouTube to look up. Just get the needed materials and have fun with it. For those that are having trouble breathing through the face mask, you can actually buy special kinds with built-in respirators. These respirators can help an individual release the carbon dioxide out of our body and not back on our face. Then, the filters assist to bring that sweet oxygen back into our lungs. Of course, you'll need to have your wallet ready for these ones, as prices can vary from $20 all the way to $40. Be sure to have the dough ready should you choose this route. Finally, if you don't want to spend too much money or make your own face mask, the simple solution is using a bandana.
Wait just one moment. You said earlier that the alternative has to have more than one layer. If you just use the bandana as it is, you would be breaking your own rule.
Oh good, you were paying attention. Ordinarily, if you were to use it as it is, a square, then yes, that would be breaking the requirements. However, since the bandanas are usually thick enough, you can fold it in half into a triangle, then wrap it around the back of your head, and it will fulfill all 3 requirements. Plus, bandanas don't wrap too tightly around the face, so you'll still have plenty of breathing room and you can still be safe. Regardless of what path you take, please take this seriously. The harsh reality is, the longer we push off wearing face masks, the longer we're gonna have to deal with this pandemic, and the worse it's gonna be. Yes, wearing face masks is not the sole solution to COVID-19, but at the very least, it can keep us safe until the vaccine can be made. Times are bleak. That much is certain. But only by working together can we get through this and see the light at the end of the tunnel. If you have any thoughts about wearing face masks, or if you have an alternative you would like to provide, let us know in the comments section below. And with that, it's time to end the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe to Tostemac to stay up to date in our latest videos. And until the next one, stay safe out there.